Hey guys, this is Super Dad again with a updated version of my Captain Nappa Frost Staff tank build. My last video was a little incomplete and didn't really explain some stuff, so we're gonna go back into it and redo it again. Thank you and enjoy. Alright, well let's first start with champion points. I actually have some to spend. Most of my points here are a magician, for the reduce the cost of magicka spells. That comes in handy because you are technically a magicka tank. You only have a couple skills that actually use stamina, so I wouldn't really worry too much about it. And then you got 76 in magicka recovery, obviously to beast up the recovery. Shadow ward for reduce the cost of blocking because you're still going to be using a sorted board on one bar. Elfborn for increased damage and healing dealt by spell criticals. Really, when you heal yourself with like Breath of Life or Honor of the Dead, whichever one you prefer, it's a better heal. And then over here in this tree, you got obviously 60 in Elemental Defender, 60 in Hardy. That's really all you really need when you're taking poison, disease, and physical damage. And then you have for Elemental like Frost, Flame, and Shock. Then you have your quick recovery for the effectiveness of healing received. So your healers, smaller heals heal you for a lot more. Alright, so that's basically the champion points. I'm looking at like 579 champion rank right now. For gear, the big thing is the Frost Staff, which allows you to finally make a magicka dedicated healer. Because with using the Frost Staff, you can taunt enemies with a heavy attack, and you can block with the staff, and it consumes magicka instead of stamina, which is awesome for obviously Templars, because Templars are more based, in my opinion, magicka builds. So you can finally have a magicka tank Templar. You can use, for me in my build, you can use basically any frost staff you want. Just use whatever you want because I use Master or Armor Master and Plague Doctor. Armor Master obviously for its stats, 10,000 health, physical resistance, and while it's slotted, if you have an armor ability slotted like Shuffle, Hardest Magicka, you get a health is increased by 5%. Or if you want to do Unstoppable too, you can throw that in there. That's another armor ability. Your physical resistance, and then upon activation of the armor ability, you get an additional 5,146 resistance, spell and physical resistance. So I'm wearing 5-piece armor master. Plague Doctors just because it gives you a heck a ton of health. Heck a ton of health. I'm not currently using any monster sets. I don't really. This build, I don't really, really need them. So that's the gear. You can pretty much, I mean, you can substitute Plague Doctor with Footman's. That's a good one. Like I said, we use a sorted board, we use a shield master, we use an armor master, sword, and board. And then we have just your random frost staff, any frost staff you want to use. Skills boils down to your Pugstring Sweep for damage, Blockade of Frost for damage, Breath of Life for your heal, Shuffle, and Channeled Focus with Warhorn on your bar. Warhorn to boost yourself and your team. Channeled Focus for you, obviously. Shuffle because it gives you, obviously, shrouds yourself a major evasion, increasing your dodge, which is awesome to have. And that's all. That is your staff bar. Now, if you're wanting to do your sword and board bar, which would be Aurora, Javelin, something else for damage. Ransack is your taunt. Absorb Magicka, which is basically your buff. Blazing Shield is another buff, but also about Blazing Shield is it also does damage, which is cool. And then you have Hardest Magicka, which is another one of those armor abilities, along with Shuffle. That's your medium armor. That's your light armor. Alright. Like I said, hardest magic is an ability, shield ability, armor ability, sorry. Same thing with shuffle. Unstoppable. I mean, you can really switch out some skills based, like blazing shield. You can do the one ability, which in I think it's in one of the alliance trees that basically link you with another player. But the good thing about my build is it's personal, but you can always change everything to do what you want to do, however you want to do it. Now you know with all your buffs, this shuffle. Here you're gonna hit that. Right, so we'll go through rotation and what you're basically looking stat wise when you get buffed. So you're looking pretty good. I mean, like you said, I have no spell damage, but you get your spell critical up to 37,000. You get your physical up to at least 35,000. You're rocking about 30,000 magicka, 30,000 health, which is cool. Both of which are not capped at the moment because I still have some gear I need to replace, like that ugly blue ring. So basically my rotation when I'm running this thing is I'm going to pick a fight with something real quick just to show you. Let's pick a fight with this crocodile. Most time I'll start my sorted board. I'll ransack, hit my Zorb Magicka, Blazing Shield. Then I'll hit my hardest Magicka, switch bars that, shuffle, block. As you can see, I'm either dodging or blocking the damage and it's consuming the magicka instead of the stamina. But I can also switch over to sorted board and block with stamina if I must. And then your ultimate, shield ultimate, which basically gives you a few seconds of you can't touch me, bitch. And at this point you can start taunting. Switch my buttons around. Then, like I said, heavy attack also taunts. Block, block, shuffle. Then you hit your rude. Then you're gonna switch bars, hit your hardest magicka, blazing shield, absorbing, ransack. Throw some damage in there if you want. Just wait, just kill him. That is my Frost Tank Templar Magicka build. This build is not recommended for solo gaming. This build is recommended for group dungeons and group runs. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else you would like to know about this build, or just any good criticism will let me know what I can do better in the future when I'm talking about my builds. And have a great day.